Welcome to this nighttime SOS meditation designed to soothe a racing mind. It seems so easy for the mind to become especially busy these days. There's so much going on, whether it's family, friends, work, romantic relationships, or perhaps the political or social climate of the world. We take it all in, and our mind tries to process it all. This busy mind, as I call it, is often particularly active at night when we're supposed to be resting. Perhaps it keeps us up, making it difficult to fall asleep. Or maybe it has awoken you in the middle of the night. And then there's the possibility that it's both. So, without any judgment, recognizing this busy mind that's presently preventing you from getting the rest you'd like. The busy mind can be worked with in a very specific and effective way. The idea is to give the busy mind something to do, but not so much that it still feels busy. This exercise is pretty simple, but it does require some patience. We want to relax the body and the mind so that you can either fall asleep or fall back to sleep. So let's begin by establishing a comfy position in your bed. For right now, let's start by lying on your back. Once you are lying down comfortably, taking a moment to notice how it feels to just lie here. Feeling the contact between your body and your comfortable bed. Noticing how the body feels safe and secure. And now, let's take a gentle, deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you continue breathing in this way, noticing that with each out-breath, any tension in the body begins to gently melt away. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And with that exhalation, returning the flow of your breathing back to normal and allowing your eyes to gently close. Now, with the busy mind often comes a restless body. So right now, in this moment, let's gently place one hand on your abdomen, where you can feel the coming and going of your breath. And without manipulating or trying to regulate your breathing in any way, so breathing naturally, breathing normally, what we're going to do for the next minute or so is bring our full attention to each inhalation and each exhalation. As we're focusing on the natural flow of our breathing, it's inevitable that the busy mind will try to pull you back into its busyness. Thoughts will arise, and they will also compete for your attention. The busy mind just wants to stay busy. And so, we will let it, without any resistance, allowing the busy mind to continue doing what it's doing, while we gently return our attention to the breath. on the rising and falling of the abdomen with each in-breath and each out-breath. For a few more seconds, staying with the breath. And now, while we keep our attention with the breath, we will count the breaths from 10 all the way down to 1. Starting with an in-breath, you count 10. With the out-breath, you count 9. In-breath, 8. Out-breath, 7. Continuing down to 0. If you feel like you arrived at 0 too quickly, you can gently repeat the counting again, starting back at 10. Let's try that for a couple of times now, on your own. You may want to continue with this kind of counting, each time starting at 10, counting backwards, following the breath until you reach 0. Or perhaps this may be an opportunity to switch to just counting. No need to focus on the breath. In this way, we're still giving the busy mind just enough so that it still feels occupied, but not so much that it feels busy. The mind and body will be able to relax and shift into a space of ease. So, as we switch to just counting, you can use your imagination to picture the numbers as you go. Let's start at 10,000. The idea is to gently count backwards, very slowly, nice and steady. As you count, remembering to let go of any expectations, allowing your focus to continuously be with the steady, slow counting all the way back to 0. At this point, no need to be concerned with what the breath is doing. There may be moments when we trip up over the numbers or get lost with them in some way. This will probably happen, and it's perfectly okay and normal. It really doesn't matter. Allow yourself to simply return to the last number you can clearly remember. And from there, continue counting backwards. So remembering that we're not striving or straining, as this will most likely get in the way of rest, relaxation, and sleep. For right now, all we're doing is simply staying with the smooth flow of counting. There's not a right or wrong way of doing this. Counting backwards in this slow and steady pace for the next minute or so. And it feels great to do this. The busy mind might remain busy in the background. If you notice this, it's okay. Gently return to the counting. In this moment, as we continue counting, remembering that all we're doing is creating an environment for rest and relaxation. Eventually, you notice that as we continue counting with each number, the body and mind drifts more and more into a state of rest and relaxation. The mind becomes quieter, the body more at ease. And in these conditions, we're able to gently fall back to sleep again.